This video is to explain the second part of the lab 3, explaining the aggregate functions grouped by class and ordered by class with some examples. We've already discussed this in the class, but this session would be with some examples for your better understanding. Now, what is aggregate functions? Aggregate functions are group functions which are used to operate on set of rows, and it normally gives one result per group. Now think of where you want to find out the maximum mark or the average of marks or the minimum of marks. Now all these operations are for set of rows and it returns one value per group. Now this is where you use the group function or the aggregate function. Now these are some of the aggregate functions: average, count, max, min, standard deviation, sum and variance. Now average and sum will be for numeric data. Min, max can also be used for date and also numeric data. We'll see some of the examples. Now I've created a table called CSE batch 1, which has the marks for all the 3 subjects: computer architecture, operating system and base. Now what if we want to find out the maximum of all the marks? We normally use the max function, max of marks. Now max of marks function gives you the maximum mark out of all the marks. Now what if you want to find out the maximum mark for the database subject? Here you use the where class, where subject is equal to database. Now this will give you the maximum marks obtained for the subject database. Now one thing to notice is these group functions ignores the null values. It does not include the null values while calculating the group function. Now take for example, we'll take the average function. What is the average marks for the subject database? It is 90. Hope you remember the table. There were 2 null values, and one for database and one for operating system. Just have a look at the table. So here you could see that 2 null values are there, and now we saw the average of a database and we got the average as 90. So this null value has been ignored. So group functions ignore the null values, but if you want to include the null values also, then you will have to use the NVL function while you are calculating the group function. So this includes the null values also. So now you could see the average is reduced from 90 to 72. So group functions generally ignore null values, and if you want to include the null values, you have to use NVL function. Now what if you want to find out the average marks for all the subjects? Now that is where we discuss about the new class called group by class. So you've already studied about select class, from class, where class, and this group by class is to calculate the group function based on particular group. Now what is the group you want to find out? Like what is based on what do you want to find out the average marks? You want to find out the average marks based on the subject. Now so here you give group by subject. So this gives you the average marks of all the subjects. You want to know the subject for which the average marks has been displayed, you give subject comma average marks. So this gives you the subject name and the average marks. Now one common mistake which normally people do over here is in the group by function, any other column name which you use in the select class other than the group function has to be there in the group by class. So this is the one thing which you have to notice. If you mention any column name in the select class other than the group function, that has to be present in the group by class. If you mention any other column name in the select class, that will throw a error if it is not there in the group by class. Okay, so if you want to mention any other column name, that has to be there in the group by class. So otherwise it will throw an error. So this you have to notice while you are using the group by class. Next thing is when you are using a group by class to restrict, take for example, you want to find out the subject for which the average mark is greater than 80. Now here you cannot use a where class and write where average of marks is greater than 80. So you're not supposed to use a where class using the group function. Now whenever you use a group function for the restriction, you have to go for a new class called as having class. So here you have to mention it as having average of marks greater than 80, and this normally follows the group by function. So we have learned to select class, from class, where class, group by class, and now having class. So now here you can see that database subject has the average mark greater than 90. Okay. Now the next thing is order by class. After having class, you have order by class. Order by class is to specify the order in which you want the rows to appear in the result set. Now here this is sorted based on a particular column, whichever you specify after the order by class, and which order you want to sort, whether ascending order or descending order. So you don't specify any order, it by default sorts in the ascending order. You specify if you want to sort it in the descending order, you will have to specify that in the command. Now here you could see that select subject average marks from CSE batch, group by subject, order by subject. Now you want to order by subject, by what order? By descending order. So here you want to sort the result based on the subject in the descending order. So O comes first and C comes last. You won't specify anything, then it sorts in the ascending order. C comes first, O comes last. Even if you specify as ascending, it sorts in the ascending order. Hope you got it. Thank you.